Warning.
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 Warning. You are entering into the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. Too late. Personal Development Unplugged.
Welcome to, the 5-minute quickie of the Personal Development Unplugged podcast, where we could just muse. And I wanted to muse today about a question I had about acting as if. Because some people think acting as if is part of the faking it before you make it. And I've talked about it before, but I wanted to reiterate and remind or re-remind people, re-remind myself that acting as if has got nothing to do with faking it. Faking it is exactly what it is. It's faking, and everybody will know that you're faking. And the most important person who would really know is you, isn't it? You would know that you're faking it. You'd be misaligned. Your non-verbal communications would let everyone know that you're not speaking from your true self. So that's faking, and faking it until you make it, which is a load of old BS. It really is. So what is acting as if? Well, again, I'll tell you what it isn't. Another what it isn't, okay? What it isn't is acting as if you're somebody else. I know we talk about modelling and then looking at people's mannerisms, the way they speak, all their behaviours, get their thoughts in mind, and then act as if. But you're not acting as if you are them. You are maybe modelling the behaviours that you feel would be good to use, and then adapt them to yourself. That's what it is. You see, I know that I've modelled hypnotists, and there are phrases and some of the mannerisms that I took on in the early days, and I took them on to an extent. But over time, they've evolved. They've become mine. Those phrases are now mine. And I love the way I say it because it's evolved to be one of my things. But it started off watching and modelling somebody of excellence, and then deciding, well, I can use some of that. I'm not them, they're not me, but I could put myself into that and become that. Because it'd be really strange, wouldn't it? So strange if you were to become somebody else. And that is, again, that would be a fake, wouldn't it? Well, that would be a fake. So I'm not asking you to do that. But what I'm really thinking of is, in acting as if you know how you want to be in a particular context, or with a particular behaviour or a particular skill, maybe you could see somebody, you go, yeah, that's exactly what I want. But as you see them, in your mind's eye, let it morph into yourself. And you can. And see yourself in that way. Either speaking in that way, breathing in that way, moving in that way. Or even if you make it up with your imagination. Imagineering, because you've got a wonderful imagination. Imagine yourself just being the way you want to be. Maybe you're not modelling anybody, but you're imagining the way you want to be in a particular area of your life, a particular context. And when you do that, you can begin to take it on. And if you then begin to act as if you're doing it the way you want to, then you're acting your way. And it's not acting, it's being now. And there are so many stories of people, and you've seen them yourself, I know. Someone who isn't maybe at the best of their skills, they've still got skills to learn, but they act as if they are the real deal. And they get there so much quicker. Your beliefs come with you. Your successes come with you. Your behaviours, everything just seems to just rocket into success. And it is the 5th key of the 5 keys to success, acting as if, with a psychology and physiology of excellence. Now, that's not faking it. That's just doing what you believe to be the way you want to be. And when you do that, it just speeds up your success. It really does. So if you would, we can do a longer podcast on this, but just think, how do I want to be? And if I was to act like that, how would that be? Because what you'll find is, when you change your body, the pictures in your mind will change and your emotions will change. Your behaviours will change. Everything changes. And because you're doing it with a wonderful positive intention to be a better version of yourself, the way you want to be, it just makes such a difference. It really does. Please share this with people who you think might help. It might help. People who are interested in their own personal development. If you share the podcast, that would be awesome. It would make such a difference. Such a difference to this podcast. And I'd love you for it. But if you could, have fun. Press subscribe, because that makes such a bloody difference too. You wouldn't believe. And I'll see you on the longer podcast. If you want anything, please email me, feedback@personaldevelopmentunplugged.com. Okay? Have more fun than you can stand. In fact, act as if you're having more fun than you can stand, and you will even have more than you can stand. So until next time, my friend, I'll be in your ear. Fly.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.